The first thing I'm going to say about Tyler Black signing with the WWE is that I wish him the best of luck, and I truly do think if given the right opportunity, he will succeed there. He's in the prime of his career, and I honestly do see him being the winner right now of NXT Season 3. I think that would be a good start for him. A lot of the mainstream fans that are seeing him on ROH on HDNet going right into NXT, that would make a lot of sense. And a lot of fans are hoping that they do something like with him, like they did with Punk. If he is given that same belief that Punk was given when he first came in, I think he'll do a great job. And I think he'll tear it up, because there are a lot of comparisons between CM Punk and Tyler Black. So there's that. But a lot of fans are also hoping they do something. They don't do something like they did with Danielson with Tyler Black, which is just cut him off right when he's getting a push. And I think that was just a weird case, and it probably won't happen with Tyler Black. So if Tyler Black is given the reason to succeed, he will. He is a very, very good professional wrestler. Probably one of the top 10 in the world today, honestly. And I'll get to why I think that a little later. But I first saw Tyler Black on WSX, just like most of you, in a tag team with, the first time I'd seen a guy named Jimmy Jacobs, a tag team called Do It For Her. He was by far the more impressive member on WSX of that tag team. I always felt that I wanted to see more of Tyler Black, because I think he was 21 while on that show. And he was just tearing it up, just a guy who just went out there and busted his butt in the ring and looked very impressive in all the moves he was doing, and I wanted to see more of him. Then he made his Ring of Honor debut in the Age of the Fall at the Man Up pay-per-view with Jimmy Jacobs and the Necro Butcher. He always came in and always seemed just like a guy who was ready to break out, a guy who was ready to show that he is ready to succeed in the world of professional wrestling. He finally got that shot, taken to Prisoners 2008, where he won a little bit of a tournament with the two shows the night before in Dover, New Jersey, and winning a match on the pay-per-view to face the ROH World Champion at the time, Nigel McGuinness, who some of you might know as Desmond Wolfe in TNA. He got his shot, and he and Nigel McGuinness, Desmond Wolfe, at the time, put on an absolutely amazing match. I actually gave that a 4 and a 3/4 star rating. I thought the match was absolutely amazing. I know that's a higher rating than most of you who have seen that match give it, but I just think that match, what it did for Black, is just out of this world. That skyrocketed him, and a lot of fans wanted him to become the ROH World Champion right after that. And I can agree with them. He was so on fire, and he really hasn't stopped since then. He's been in numerous great matches during 2008. He had a great match with Bryan Danielson at Southern Navigation. He's had numerous great tag team matches with Jimmy Jacobs in the Age of the Fall. And then finally, when the change of booker came around in Ring of Honor, Gibbs Polsky was going probably to have Tyler Black win the belt at Final Battle 2008. Pierce didn't have Tyler Black win the belt until 8th Anniversary Show this year, which a lot of fans did get disgusted him with, but a lot of the heat he gets is so undeserved for that reason. Just the way Gabe was setting it up was not a good direction for Black to be champion, in my opinion. So it took kind of Pierce that long to rebuild him, and a lot of fans didn't like that for whatever reason. But Black, honestly, his promo skills have improved vastly since when I first saw him. That was one thing that kind of held him back, but now he's alright at them. I wouldn't call him great, but he's definitely improved. So where to leave off with Black? Jimmy Jacobs did turn on Tyler Black at Final Battle 2008, and then they started feuding. Then basically throughout 2000 and the first half of 2009, that was the main thing Tyler Black was doing, just having matches with Jimmy Jacobs and being in sort of matches with him and Austin Aries, who had recently turned heel. And then at Manhattan Mayhem 3, it was a three-way for the Ring of Honor World title involving the champion at the time, Jerry Lynn, Tyler Black, and Austin Aries. Austin Aries did win that match, but Tyler Black was the one. It was a triple threat elimination match. The first elimination came when Tyler Black hit the God's Last Gift, which is his finisher, on Jerry Lynn to pin him, and then Aries pinned Black to win the title. So basically it was a road since then for Tyler Black to get his one-on-one rematch against Austin Aries. That came at Final Battle 2009. in a 60-minute time limit draw, which a lot of fans did not like. I actually really liked that match. It came off a lot better on DVD than it did live, to be honest with you. But just the New York fans aren't very good fans, in my opinion, or at least the ones that were yelling at Tyler Black. I mean, it's their opinion, but they were so rude about it. I didn't like it at all. Then he put on an amazing match with Austin Aries to win the belt at 8th Anniversary Show. And since then, he has been on an absolute tear. I mean, he had an awesome match at the Big Bang against Roderick Strong and Austin Aries. He had a great match with Chris Hero at Better Friends, Stiffer Enemies 2. A great match with Roderick Strong at Glory of Honor. No, it's not Glory of Honor. Supercard of Honor 5. And he had a match with Davey Richards, which still arguably is the best match this year at Death Before Dishonor 8. And as amazing as Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker was at WrestleMania, I give the match an amazing 5 star, no doubt 5 stars. And I said in that video, when I reviewed WrestleMania, I said in that video, nothing is ever going to beat it. To say that Tyler Black was in a match, no matter who his opponent was, that made me rethink that statement, is just out of this world. He is that good. And so, as his run in Ring of Honor is coming to an end, it's going to be a little interesting to see where the title does change hands. He has to lose it by the 4th Ring of Honor pay-per-view, or internet pay-per-view, in New York, Glory of Honor 9, which is September 11th. But I would honestly have him drop the title in Charlotte. I think that the focus in Glory of Honor 9, that is honestly is his last time, needs to be on him being his last time. When Punk had the belt right before he left, that was different because of the whole Summer of Punk angle. But you can't redo that in Ring of Honor, honestly, because I just feel that Tyler Black does have a different case and was in a different position than Punk was, and the company is in a much different position than it was in 2005 when they did the Summer of Punk angle. So it honestly would have the belt change hands in Charlotte somehow. Maybe have Davey be a transitional champion. I like to have him have the belt, if it's at least limited, more than none. A lot of people are thinking about maybe it should be Roderick Strong. I can see that. A lot of fans have wanted Roderick Strong to win the belt, especially in New York. So it's probably going to be one of those 2 guys, honestly. It might be Chris Daniels, a slight chance of Chris Daniels, so it probably is going to be one of those 3. But a lot of, yeah, I just am very happy for Tyler Black. Definitely not a sellout at all. Any fan that is calling him a sellout is a sellout, honestly. He's doing what's best for him. So, yeah, give me your thoughts on Tyler Black signing with the WWE. I wish him the best of luck, and it's going to be very interesting to see where ROH goes from now and how he is treated in the WWE. I look forward to seeing that a lot. Alright, I'll see you guys later.